Friends, I don't know if you're following the latest in Funko news, but Funko just did something that I personally find extremely rude, and I would go as far as to say a personal attack on me. They released the second wave of Walt Disney World 50th anniversary Funko Pops before I've even had a chance to get my hands on one pop from the first wave, which was just like a couple months ago. They're overwhelming me with all these Disney World Funko Pops. And that's what we're here to talk about today. Welcome to Teacup for One. My name is Matt and I have 2 degrees. All right, friends. So, like I said, we recently got an unexpected announcement from Funko. The second wave of Pops from the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary line. I mean, I guess if I thought ahead, I probably could have seen this coming. There was no way that they weren't going to capitalize on this anniversary for at least as long as Disney is, and Disney is running this 50th anniversary celebration for literally a year and a half. So I guess I probably shouldn't have assumed that this line was going to start and end with the drop that we got a few months ago. It's just that the first wave seemed so all-encompassing that, very well, that could have been it. They gave us Goofy riding a Dumbo, they gave us a new addition to the Mad Tea Party set, they gave us Mickey in the Space Mountain vehicle, they gave us a structurally inaccurate Cinderella castle, which I'm still not okay with, but we'll wait till I have it in hand to decide how angry it actually makes me. Although, come to think of it, on the topic of the castle, I guess in my last video I did predict that there would be more because the castle set is giving us Mickey in his iridescent outfit, and I was saying how badly I wanted to see the rest of the gang in their iridescent outfits. So, yes, I guess I was suspecting that we'd get more 50th anniversary Pops. I just didn't think we'd get the ones that were announced today. But I am excited for this announcement solely because it implies that there are more to come. And that's not to say that I'm not excited about these new figures that were just announced. I think there are some really cool and unexpected things. But it's not what I've been waiting for. Anyway, we'll get to my predictions later on. For now, we are going to do a quick ranking and reviewing of the brand new 50th anniversary second wave of Funko Pops. As per usual in my ranking and reviewing videos, we are going to be going in order of my least favorite to my most favorite. Least favorite meaning I don't hate it, but I'm not going to buy it. If someone gives it to me, I will gladly accept. Most favorite meaning that I probably have already pre-ordered it. And speaking of pre-orders, if you are interested in grabbing any of these Pops for your collection yourself, feel free to check out my affiliate link for Pop in a Box, link in the video description down below. If you've never purchased with Pop in a Box before, I've done a ton of videos about them in the past, and I do also have a promo code that will get you 10% off if it's your first order, so please, use it. All the info in the description for you down below. Check it out. Anyway, here we go. Wave 2 of the Walt Disney World 50th Anniversary Funko Pop line. Okay, coming in at number 4, the Peoplemover set. So we've got Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, and Stitch riding the Peoplemover. I know there are some people that are ridiculously excited for this set, and I don't blame them. I mean, I don't particularly care about the Peoplemover. Not to say I don't care for. I rode it once and it was fine, but it's not really my favorite ride. I think it's a favorite for people who got to experience the Peoplemover at Disneyland, and now since this is the only Peoplemover left in the United States, if not the world, it holds a special place in their hearts. I think it's also a particular favorite of people who are local to the parks or people who go all the time because there's not usually a long wait time and it's air conditioning and it's a fun ride. So yeah, I respect the love for the Peoplemover. I just don't share in it. And for Peoplemover fans, this set is ridiculously exciting because this is continuing the tradition of really cool Disney park Funko Pop sets where we have Disney characters riding their respective ride vehicles. I mean, the Peoplemover has nothing to do with these characters, but it's still cute. Something that I find really entertaining is that Mickey and Minnie are dressed as the most stereotypical Florida tourists ever. I think it's also pretty exciting that we have Pluto riding the Peoplemover. It's not often that we see Pluto reflected in Funko Pops, and I think, okay, I'm probably wrong on this, but just off the top of my head, I believe we've only had 1 or 2 other Pluto Funko Pops. For some reason, I have the image of him holding Christmas lights in his mouth or something, but the main Pluto Funko Pop I believe was an exclusive to either a box or a park. Like, Pluto's not easy to get as a Funko Pop. That's what I'm getting at. So it is extra exciting to have him as part of this set. And of course, Stitch. Who doesn't love Stitch? I mean, I think it's clear that lots of people love Stitch, and that's why he's the Funko Shop exclusive. Oh, I'm not going to get into how hard it is to get Funko Shop exclusive Pops, but good luck to anyone who wants Stitch. I will say one thing that's really cool about the Peoplemover set is that I was taking a look at them on the Pop in a Box website, and they are all priced for normal Funko Pop pricing. And I was fully expecting these to be classified as Pop Rides. So Pop Rides, if you're new to Funko Pop collecting, those are the Funko Pops that are more like deluxe figures. So they're Funko Pop characters that are riding some kind of vehicle. So, like sometimes it's a car, a bus, a boat, whatever. But usually in the case of Disney Park Pops, they're riding ride vehicles. So for example, Cheshire Cat at the Mad Tea Party. Actually, all three of my Mad Tea Party friends here. They are considered Pop Ride figures. And their going rate, like their going retail rate, usually starts between $35 to $40, sometimes even $50. I was fully expecting that for the Peoplemover set, but no. Each one of them has the same price as just a normal standalone figure. And at that price point, it's honestly enough for someone like me who doesn't love the Peoplemover to consider buying this entire set, because like for 3 figures, not counting the Funko Shop exclusive Stitch, that's pretty well the same price of a Pop Ride. So I don't know, even though this is kind of at the bottom of my list and the set that I'm least excited for, I'm still kind of excited for it. Okay, moving on. Number 3, Captain Hook riding Peter Pan's flight. So this is a figure that I wasn't expecting at all, but it makes total sense. Because when Funko did their Disneyland 65th anniversary collection almost 2 years ago now, that is when we got this beautiful Pop Ride figure of Peter Pan in the ride vehicle. So it does make total sense to me, and it is actually quite nice that they're doing a follow-up figure for the Disney World anniversary collection. I will note that he looks to be riding the exact same vehicle as Peter. I could be wrong. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I could be wrong, and I need to see the figure in person, but I don't think I am. Just based on this one little piece of concept art that Funko has dropped, it's just a front view, so we don't see what the side of his pirate ship vehicle looks like. But just looking at the front, it's the same color, it's the same shade of blue as what we see Peter riding, so I don't know, I'm not super impressed there, because I think the joy of doing different ride vehicles for these Funko Pop sets commemorating Disney attractions is getting to see all the different styles of ride vehicles. So for example, the Mad Tea Party set. Each character is in a different colored teacup. Yes, they're all teacups, but they're all different colors, which reflects the ride. Even Goofy riding Dumbo, I mean, I voiced my concerns about that set in general because it looks like he's riding a sentient elephant as opposed to a ride vehicle, but we won't get into the moral questions and the ethics of that right now. The Goofy riding Dumbo ride vehicle, his Dumbo has a different color hat and I think a different color collar from the Minnie Mouse riding Dumbo ride vehicle. So just little flourishes like that I think are what really elevate these figures, and I'm hoping that this is just an issue of the concept art not being finalized yet to reflect the actual product. Because like all the Disney rides, when you go to Peter Pan's flight, all of the ships have slightly different color themes, and I am 100% on board to have this be an evolving series with different Peter Pan characters on the ride, but I'd like to see them in different colored pirate ships. Number 2, PhilharMagic Mickey. Okay, I know that this is a pretty simple pop. There's really, at first glance, nothing special about it, but Mickey Mouse Pops hold a very special place in my heart. I mean, as a figure on his own, he is a little bit unremarkable, but I have a growing collection of Mickey Mouse Funko Pops, so this one is pretty high priority for me. Also, it's just so cool seeing that Sorcerer's Apprentice hat on a Mickey Pop not dressed as the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I don't know, there's just something extra magical to me about this figure because he is in a relatively neutral suit, and the blue and the majesty of that Sorcerer's cap just pops gorgeously. Plus, he's a conductor. We all love music, and PhilharMagic is probably one of the most underrated attractions in all of Walt Disney World, so I am happy to see it getting a little bit of love. Even though, let's be honest, this pop was less about paying tribute to that really fun 3D film, and more about just coming up with an excuse to give us another Mickey Mouse wearing a sorcerer hat. But it worked because I want it. And number one, possibly the only pop in this second wave announcement that I am truly excited and thrilled for. Mickey Mouse with Space Mountain. So this is an Amazon exclusive, specifically an Amazon US exclusive, so it's going to be a little trickier for me to get my hands on, but I'm just so happy that this exists. I absolutely adore Funko town sets, aka Funko buildings with a complimentary figure. I love when they do that for Disney attractions. I mean, obviously, I have the castle, I have the Haunted Mansion, and hopefully soon, I'm going to have Space Mountain. So I've spoken in the past about how Space Mountain isn't really my favorite attraction, but I do love the place that it holds in Disney Parks history. I love the facade of the ride building itself, and it's not just that they gave us the building, it's that they gave us the sign. The little sign that says Space Mountain just sparks so much nostalgia in my little Disney loving heart. Plus, as a big Mickey Mouse Funko Pop collector, having Mickey in his Space Mountain outfit as a standalone figure that's not connected to the ride vehicle, that is a big deal for me. This is the outfit that Mickey Mouse wore on opening day of Space Mountain in Magic Kingdom. The first ever Space Mountain opened in Florida, in Magic Kingdom, and then eventually they transported it to Disneyland after the success. But it's just such an integral part of Disney history, and having that reflected through Mickey in this outfit, it's perfect. This is the type of detail and the type of historical tribute that I'm hoping we see if we do end up getting like a third, fourth, or even fifth wave of Disney World anniversary pops. So with that said, I'd like to take this moment now to talk about my predictions and, let's be honest, my wish list for figures that hopefully are going to be coming down the pike for the anniversary collection in the next few months. I think we got a little bit of a hint from Funko with this drop, because in addition to the pop sets, they also released these Funko Pop plushes. I don't know if that's a thing that Funko has been doing for a while, but when I first saw them I thought they were wishables, but evidently wishables are a separate thing in the Disney collector universe. But anyway, look at these Disney Park plushes. You're going to notice that they are all park icons that have been personified, terrifyingly so, with little eyes made to look cute. I don't think turning buildings into living creatures is cute, but to each their own. But what is significant here is that, look at the 5 figures. Right at the top, we have Cinderella Castle and Space Mountain. And then in the bottom row, we have those 3 other park icons. The Hollywood Tower Hotel from Disney's Hollywood Studios, the Tree of Life from Animal Kingdom, and Spaceship Earth from Epcot. Now, Funko has already, in order, given us a Cinderella Castle set, a Space Mountain set. So it stands to reason, at least within my brain, that we can expect to see those other 3 plushes turned into legitimate Pop Town sets. And that would make me so happy. One of my very first Funko Pop videos was me talking about my fantasy Funko Pop sets, and right near the top of my list was a Hollywood Tower of Terror / Hollywood Tower Hotel set. Because that building to me is just ripe for Funko Pop dumb. You know, just imagine, you have the Hollywood Tower Hotel, and then the figure that it would come with would be the bellhop. I'm hoping if they do that, then we'll also get the rest of the Tower of Terror ghosts, because that would be so cool. Now, if they go ahead and do all 3 park icons that are still remaining, I'm not sure what figure would come with the Tree of Life. I'm thinking maybe Flick or Hopper from A Bug's Life, because of course they're 2 central characters that are part of It's Tough to Be a Bug, which is the big show that's inside the Tree of Life. And I'm not sure what figure would be included with a Spaceship Earth set, but I'd like to believe it would be Dame Judi Dench. So those are the Pop Town sets that I very realistically think we can expect to see, at the very least announced, if not released, before the end of this year. Those are my predictions. Let's move on to my wish list. Okay, I'm just going to be frank. My wish list is entirely centered around one attraction. The Haunted Mansion. Ever since Funko announced that they were doing Disneyland's Haunted Mansion as a Pop Town set, which I have, and which is beautiful, I have wanted them so badly to do a follow-up with the Magic Kingdom's Haunted Mansion. Because Disney World, that's my home park, and I am just in love with the architecture of the Magic Kingdom's mansion. I love the solarium, but I also love how they just integrated all these chess pieces into the facade. I think it is such a beautiful and haunting building, pun partially intended, that, I don't know, it was made for something like this to be immortalized as a Funko Pop vinyl figure. But even if we don't get the mansion as a Pop Town set, we are long overdue for some more Haunted Mansion ghost pops. And I'm not just saying that because, like, I want more Haunted Mansion ghosts. No. Funko kind of gave us half of a set that they still have to complete. I am, of course, referring to the stretching portrait characters. So, 2020, Funko gave us 2 of the 4 stretching room portrait characters as Funko Pops. And then they were kind of evil about how they did it, and they made the characters in their full form, the chase figures, because I guess Funko just doesn't get enough of my money, just neither here nor there. And then 2021 rolls around, and I am fully expecting, like, I am basically willing to bet money on Funko announcing that they are going to release the other 2 stretching portrait characters as Pops. And then, nothing. We are still waiting for the 3 guys sinking into the quicksand, as well as the ballerina on the tightrope with her crocodile friend underneath, waiting to devour her. And I mean, she is the best stretching room portrait character. And I wasn't sure if maybe they just didn't make the announcement because they weren't sure how to turn those characters into Funko Pops, but Funko can do anything. I believe in them. So now I am choosing to believe that the reason we didn't get those characters last year was because they were biding their time so they could be released this year as part of the 50th anniversary collection. Even though technically Magic Kingdom's anniversary was last year. Anyway, I don't know, just the heart wants what it wants. And I want those stretching room characters so badly because they have to complete the set, you know? Anyway, friends, this concludes yet another episode of Teacup 4-1. Now let me know in the comment section down below, are you excited about any of these new 50th anniversary figures that have dropped? Or are you, like me, holding out and hoping that one of your favorite characters or rides gets the pop treatment? Which one? Let me know. I would love to hear your ideas. Write it all in the comment section down below. And if you want to be the first to know when I release more videos about Disney, Funko Pops, sometimes Shakespeare, sometimes cats, make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. If you haven't subscribed already, it is super easy. All you have to do is click on my face. Thanks for joining me again today, everyone. My name is Matt, and I have 2 degrees, and that's the tea cup for 1. Go away.